home two really adorable ferrets. I was a albino and a sable, and we called them Dude and Sweet. And so I became the guy at college that had ferrets, and it was it was a great pickup line. Hey, you want to come to my house and play with my ferrets?
That never worked for me. They just thought it was odd.
It didn't really
They still
work.
do. The more you know. So you came into this being a ferret owner.
That's correct. Yeah. And
that's
so I owned them for one lived 9 years and one lived 10 years. So they both lived a very long time and passed away. And I didn't get other ones because they're illegal here in California, and I had aspirations to become lieutenant governor. So at the moment, I'm not a ferret owner, but I would like to be again as a legal ferret owner here in California. And so that's one of the things that I'm passionate about.
Okay, great. Billy, do you see any questions on that are coming up, or can you see how many people are watching? And with this will be a tape, and it'll be saved. I don't know if Billy can do it YouTube, but at least we can keep it as a Facebook video, since you're their first guinea pig ferret.
No problem.
So how is the campaign going? Are people taking you seriously? I mean, imagine you don't start with the ferret story.
No, I generally don't start with the ferret story, although it's something that I'm passionate about, and I would love to tell the ferret story, but most people aren't interested in hearing it, sadly.
Well, that's true. People do have a life, you know. Not everybody's as fun as we are.
You know, when I do get to talk about ferrets, I describe them as eternal kittens. That's the way I feel about them. You know, they play like a kitten for life, and they're super smart, and I really like them. But anyways, you asked about the campaign. It's going well. Running as a libertarian in California is difficult to do, obviously, but I'm surprised at how many people are interested in change, especially with the political landscape and the nation as it is right now, and how open they are to listening to third-party candidates. So that's really helped me out a lot.
Are you getting interview requests besides from the ferret people?
I have. So I've talked to a number of groups. Usually they're special interest groups that have a certain thing that's libertarian leaning. Haven't gotten any major requests and have been left out of the debate so far, as is typical for libertarians. But
have there been any for the lieutenant governor?
There was one for lieutenant governor a couple weeks ago in Sacramento. So it was put on by the Sacramento Press Club, and they invited some people and not others.
Well, typically there's a lot of people running for governor. It's like 50. So
yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, there's 11 of us running for lieutenant governor, 4 Democrats, 4 Republicans, 2 no party preference, and then myself as the sole libertarian out there. Just
what a big responsibility for you.
It is, and this is a first time campaign, so there's been a little bit of a learning curve, but I'm jumping in with both feet, and I'm ready to do it again and next go around as well.
All right, so you're planning ahead. Now, how are the libertarians treating you? Because I remember I was not treated with that much respect. They thought I was a goofball because I ran as a ferret legalization coordinator, which I thought that was a cool ballot designation, but it didn't really work that well.
Well, I will tell you that you got my vote. I do recall voting for you back then, solely on that purpose alone. And you were a libertarian, which helped. But I've been involved with the party for a while now, and so I have a decent amount of respect and following inside the party, so it hasn't been too difficult of a challenge running. And since ferret legalization coordinator isn't the top ticket on my on my campaign, I think that's.
Well, that's a good question. Let's see. I have my ballot. What is your occupation?
I'm a consultant these days, so I worked a lot in the energy markets here in California. I helped the energy markets deregulate and helped after the energy crisis in 2000. And so I spend a lot of time traveling up and down the state, working with utilities. So Southern California Edison, PG&E, San Diego Gas and Electric, and then some of the smaller municipals up and down the state as well. So I do that, and I build websites. That's kind of the 2 different business things that I do.
Oh. Well, we all have to have a second and third job these days.
Yes, we do.
And now running for lieutenant governor, that's a full-time job.
Yeah, I gave up sleeping for a couple months. I'll pick it back up after the election.
All right. Well, let me ask you a real political question. We have like 2 minutes left. What would be your priority if elected?
A priority of elected would be to reduce spending in the state. I think that's the number one thing as a libertarian and just as a citizen of the state that we need to focus on. We're spending a lot of time and money trying to pursue everything, and we need to pick some priorities here in California and just pursue those and let some of the other stuff be handled by private industry and maybe not regulate things as much, allow society to regulate ourselves. And, I'm not going to pander because I'm in the ferret, but it's a great example. There's no reason the state needs to be spending time and money going after ferret owners. We could get that off the books and get that reduce the cost associated with that, as well as so many other regulations that are just not necessary anymore.
All right. Well, we're just about out of time. Hope I can get the next person on. This has been kind of nerve-wracking for me. Thank you so much for spending the time with us. And like I said, we'll have the video up on Facebook at least. I hope we can do it on YouTube and give you some publicity. And we asked all the candidates, and only 3 or 4 candidates for governor, even responded. So we are still the Rodney Dangerfield in political circles. But thank you very much, and good luck.
No problem. And
right.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.